Hello, I thought we would do a little counting breath meditation today. This is one of the practices you may learn if you do an 8-week mindfulness for well-being course. Zenways offer well-being and insight courses, and I teach those courses. But this is a very simple practice just to get us started, to help us settle and focus the mind. So let's start with finding a comfortable place to sit or lay down. We can sit on a cushion on the floor, or you can sit in a chair as long as the spine is lifted and long, keeping the feet on the floor. If you prefer, you can lay down on the floor, possibly the bed, but we want to stay alert and aware. If you're laying on the floor, you might like to bring your knees up and place the feet on the floor. This supports the lower back. You may like to rest the hands on the belly so you can be aware of the breath. But whichever position we've chosen to be in, just take a moment now to settle into that position. Maybe have a last little wriggle and adjust. If we're sitting on the floor or the chair, just resting the hands in the lap, nice and comfortably. And take a moment to check in with the body. So feeling the parts of us that are resting down into the floor. Feeling the parts that are resting into the cushion or the chair. Feeling our spine nice and long and tall. If we're sitting, feel that length rise up through the spine, through the neck, through the crown, as if we're being lifted up towards the ceiling. If we're laying, we'll feel that lovely support of the floor beneath us. Our spine and necks nice and long. Now you may wish to close the eyes or gently soften the gaze. And let's take a moment to tune into our breath. Let's start by feeling the breath rising and falling at the chest. Just noticing that gentle movement flowing in and out. And maybe see if we can feel the gentle movement of the breath in the ribs, gently expanding out to the sides, relaxing back. Good. Just being aware, not trying to change the breath in any way, but just noticing the natural flow. Let's move downwards to the diaphragm, just below the ribs, at the center of the body. And just see if you can feel that gentle movement flowing in and out. The body rising and falling with the breath. Good. And let's just check in a little lower down in the body. And just see if you can feel any movement down in the belly. That gentle rise and fall of the breathing deep down in the body. No forcing or taking deeper breaths. We're just seeing if we can allow the breath to flow. Just noticing the deepest point you're breathing to in the body. We'll focus our attention here. Okay. So as we are aware of that breath flowing in and out, we're going to take a moment to count the breaths. So our breath stays very natural, very easy. And we're just going to count the in and out breaths from 1 to 10. And when you reach 10, you simply start again from 1. So I'll get you started and then you can try for yourself, counting internally as we breathe. So taking a natural breath in and out. And as you breathe in, counting 1, out 2, in 3, out 4, in 5, out 6, in 7, out 8, in 9, out 10. And just keep that going for yourself, taking a couple of rounds, counting to 10. If you find you lose track of the counting, just start again from 1. Continue focusing on the breath deep down in the body and the counting to match the in and out flow. Good. So just finishing off your count to 10. And then gently return your awareness to the simple rise and fall of the breath deep down in the body. Awareness to the deepest point you can feel the movement of the breath. Very good. So, coming to the end of our practice, you can stay where you are and take a moment to rest, or you might like to take a little stretch and release outwards. And just know that you can come back to this practice anytime you need to settle the mind, if there's lots of thoughts going on, if it's something else to focus on. Come back to the breath, come back to the moment, come back to the counting, and rest here in mindfulness, aware, settled, relaxed, and yet alert, and knowing that we can find a simpler place. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll join me again soon. Take care.